a lot of changes. It adds Rush, which is Mega Man's faithful dog there. Rush can transform into different things to help you out. And we get introduced to Mega Man's long-lost brother, Proto Man. I'm just going to let everybody chill out on this music for a second. Okay, so the plot on this one is Wily says he's reformed his evil ways and he's going to help Dr. Light build a peacekeeping robot. And we need pieces of mineral from various planets in the solar system, but when we get there, there are these strange robot masters we've never seen before, protecting each of the minerals that we need to build Gamma, the peacekeeping robot. Also, somebody keeps trying to stop us. That's Proto Man, in disguise as an enemy named Breakman. So we'll see all of that coming at us. I think we're gonna... Nobody's watching right now, so nobody can help me pick. So I'm just gonna start with Top Man. So thematically, we're not going to see a lot of tops in Top Man stage, oddly enough. Not until the end of it. Never quite sure what they were going for with this look. Like, jungle plus... baseball field lights? I don't know. Got some of the Return of the Pickle Men from the first Mega Man game, and some good old Mets. And there's a kitty, who barfs up yarn balls and tries to kill us with mecha fleas. I don't know if they're yarn balls or if they're supposed to be hair balls. It's just what I choose to think of it as yarn because I don't want to think about, you know, death by hairball. No, here come the fleas. So this game adds a slide to Mega Man's moveset. If you push down and jump, he can fit through small gaps and move out of the way with great speed. It's going to become a regular part of his moveset. Top Man's fairly straightforward. He's just gonna do this same thing over and over and over again. You'll notice that this game, from this game moving onward, the pea shooter tends to get weaker. I mean, it's still, at least it does more than one damage at a time. In future games, that will be the case. But they're going to expect you to rely more on your special weapons. Alright, so we're going to go to Shadow Man next. Shadow Man is, well, he's basically a ninja. And he's got a lava-filled stage. Let me try and show off what the top spin does here. So, we spin in midair. You have to jump to use it. Here comes Proto Man. So most fights with Proto Man are fairly easy. He can actually block your shots in midair because he has a shield. But we won't see him using that much. He's not trying to make things difficult for us in this game. Let's try and refill some of that top spin. These little hang glider guys are here to pretty much knock you into that pit, as you can guess. Yeah. Alright, I don't see this going well, but let's give it a shot. Top Man's attack is fairly bugged in terms of what happens when you attack with it. Oh, okay. So you saw how the weapon energy suddenly drained there. If you hit him while he's going through iframes, it'll just keep draining the weapon energy without actually doing damage. So it can be difficult to ensure that you're going to kill Shadow Man. But we got him. The top spin is actually one of the strongest weapons in the game. It's just difficult to use. Alright, so we're going to take on Sparkman next. And, well, he's a giant spark plug. Who'd have thunk it? Much like with the Sniper Joes, those hammer-throwing Joes are only vulnerable when they actually attack. Alright. So, those mines there kill me in one hit, of course. These cannot be destroyed. So, we're just gonna kind of sneak through here. I'm gonna make use of Rush here. He's our good boy. Our loyal doggy. So we start the game with the Rush Coil. I now have the Rush Marine because I've beaten Shadow Man. You can see he turns into a submarine. So the Rush Marine is only usable underwater. So you can see there's a slight bug here with the scrolling on the sliding. It's not game-breaking, but it is something that they needed to fix. But thankfully, in 4 through 6, they did a pretty good job on making it work a little bit better. Alright, we're gonna pull out the Shadow Blade and make short work of Sparkman. I don't think I said it before, but I highly recommend doing Top Man first. He's clearly the easiest of these 8 bosses. What was that? Alright, well, we're gonna do Magnet Man next. It's usually advisable to new players to have Rush Jet before taking on Magnet Man, because there are some disappearing, reappearing block parts in this stage. As you can see, these little magnet flies here will suck me up. You can actually escape from their grip, though, by just pushing forward, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, we got another Proto Man section here. Hold on 1 second, I've got a spam in the thread. Let me see if I can get rid of this. Alright. No worries. Did the stream just freeze? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now, these magnets do pull you forward. Those RWs you see there are supposed to indicate Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. In Japan, he's known as Dr. Right, so... It was one of those RL things. So fortunately, this isn't as bad as Heatman stage is. You can get through there fairly easily without the Rush Jet, but for new players, yeah, I would recommend having the Rush Jet. I believe you get the Rush Jet from beating Needleman. You don't want to get too close to these things, because they will turn into giant springs and flail about. Alright. He's invulnerable while he's doing that. Alright, so we take him down in, what, 5-6 hits? with the spark shot. Four hits. Anyway, so yeah, it really tears them to shreds. All right, we're gonna do Hardman next. No chuckling, no giggling. We've all heard the jokes. We got these murder hordits. Not fun. Oops. Okay, that was unpleasant. Let's try it again. Alright. This guy's gonna make me kill him. Alright. Alright, I like to use topspin to get rid of these things. Kills them fairly quickly. Yeah, anyone who ever tells you the topspin is useless is wrong. Alright, got our first E-Tank of the game, that's good. We can carry up to 9 of them in Mega Man 3, and we're gonna need them. Alright, we have a rather irritating fight with Proto Man here. The shape of the room means we can't just use our regular strategy against him. Alright. That went better than... well, I could have gone much worse anyway. Alright. We got a jumpy boy here. And he's out. Okay. So, Hardman works a lot like Gutsman did, except instead of throwing rocks at us, he's going to shoot his fist at us. Pretty much the same otherwise. You can actually out-damage him because his invincibility frames are very short. So just firing away on him with the pea shooter will kill him before he can kill you. Just try not to touch him is all. So he's not the worst choice to take out first. You know, if you are struggling with Top Man's, with the tops part, Top Man stage, can't get across that gap, not the worst way to go. Alright, so unfortunately, there's not a complete loop in Mega Man 3. It's one group of 5 and one group of 3. Why they did it that way, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and take on Snake Man. Snake Man's weakness is Needle Man's weapon. Needle Man's weakness is Gemini Man's weapon, and Gemini Man's weakness is Snake Man's weapon. So you see how that works. So it's like we're starting a brand new game with a loop of 3 here. So, unlike some of the other stages in this game, this level is definitely themed after the boss. We got a lot of snakes in this stage. So I would say Snake Man is this stage is not too difficult. So it's another decent choice to do first. I mean, you know, when we're talking about this loop, it's definitely the easiest of the three. Fighting Needle Man without Gemini Man's weapon can prove to be difficult. Getting through Gemini stage, if you don't have the Rush Marine for the water section, you can struggle a little bit. Gemini Man himself has a couple of cheap moves that you'll see later, so yeah, it does help to have the Search Snake, which is Snake Man's weapon. You have to be careful with these clouds, because the second you shoot them, they will dash straight for you. Alright. So, Snake Man actually follows a pattern. There's no randomness to it, but I still tend to get hit once in a while just because I'm not paying attention. Like so. Okay, this is a pretty sloppy fight so far, but... well, we got him. Alright, that was not a great Snake Man fight, but he's gone, so I'll take it. Alright, so we're gonna do Gemini Man next. Let's see here. Alright, here Proto Man actually chooses to help us. not really clear on what his motives are yet. There are actually bugs in this level that let you skip through a good chunk of it. You can clip through most of these tadpole things, and there's a way to skip through that scene where Proto Man destroys the I don't know what you'd call that, the trap door there. And you actually can just sort of skip that cutscene altogether. Alright, so we're gonna fight some penguins here. I don't know what it is about Mega Man games, but they like killing penguins. I always feel kind of bad about that. Alright, so this section is not as hard as it looks, but we're going to use Rush Marine anyway, just to prevent from falling into the gap. So having beaten Shadow Man, you know, this part's a little bit easier to get through. Okay. I lost a little too much health getting through there. That's okay. Because I think I have the extra lives to spare. Alright. Yeah, I've got 8 of them. Alright, that's plenty. Okay, so Gemini Man, there's 2 of them to start with, and he can be super trolly. You have to shoot him just as he lands, otherwise he'll tag you with a Gemini laser. And there's not much you can do. You don't have long to dodge it. And once you take care of the clone, he'll skip into this mode. And, yeah. He gets pretty random in that form. Obviously, his first form is scripted, but the second form is very random. So it is possible to beat him without really using the snake. But, you know, we've got the snake, so let's just shred him. Alright, so I got a choice between Needleman, 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 or Needleman. I'm gonna go with Needleman! Anyone getting sick of this joke yet? Sorry, I'm always gonna do that. Well, so Needleman's level is full of spikes, but fortunately none of them kill you in one hit. So that was kind of nice of them. We're going to call on our good boy Rush here to get that E-Tank. That's a good boy. Okay, so Needleman can be a little tricky here. He likes to hop around the room a lot. He's got two attacks. He can either slam into us with his head, or he can just keep shooting needles at us. Unfortunately, we can only shoot one Gemini laser at a time, and it bounces around the room like that, but it does a ton of damage to him. If you get too close to him, he starts to jump towards you, but as long as we stay on that side of the room, he usually stays in place. Alright, so what's going to happen now is we're going to see this stage select transform and see some new faces. Alright, well, we can re-enter Shadow Man, Needleman, Sparkman, or Gemini Man stage, and we got a question mark enemy here. So these stages are going to look very similar to what they did before, but they're going to be much harder now. And in addition to that, each stage has two bosses that mimic a boss from Mega Man 2, but they are much larger and more dangerous. Their weaknesses have been adjusted to be weaknesses from enemies in Mega Man 3, so that's nice. But yeah, they do considerably more damage now than they ever did before. And as you can see, there are pits here now, so I have to be careful when jumping. Those platforms fall out from underneath me. So our first enemy here is going to be Woodman. He's probably the most... either Woodman or Quickman is going to give me the hardest time. So his weakness is Needle Cannon. We pretty much just have to out-damage him. Those leaf shields are much larger, they're much harder to jump over now. So our second boss in this stage, appropriately enough, is going to be Heatman. So he is actually weakest to the top spin, but it's very dangerous to try to hit him with that. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Alright. So I'm going to try tagging with Shadow Blades and see how this works. I think Shadow Blades. It's been a while since I played Mega Man 3. Not one of my favorites, actually. A lot of people love this one, but not one of my favorites. So he functions much as he did before, but he does a lot more damage if he collides with you. Alright, so that worked out well with the Shadow Blades. I think Topspin is his main weakness, but yeah. Alright, we're gonna do Sparkman. I don't have a whole lot to say about how beginner players should take this on. It's just... overall, this is a real ramp-up in difficulty. There's no... none of these stages are any easier than any of the others. Okay, this is Metal Man. I think we used the hard knuckle on him. Alright, and he's down. As long as we stay back, he will not chase us, so, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That first half of the stage is fairly non-threatening, but this second part is where it really ramps up the difficulty level. We got Quick Man, and Quick Man is no joke in this game. Alright, so we're gonna switch to the Gemini Laser. And if I gotta use an E-Tank here, I'm gonna use it, because, yeah, this is rough, that's all I can say. He is a bouncy boy here. Oh! Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, alright. He has a soft weakness in Snake, Search Snake, so that, we can still get through this. I missed too many times there. You know, he's not predictable. Alright. There we go. That got him. Okay, no E-Tanks necessary. Pretty close, though. Again, those collisions really hurt. Alright, let's do Needleman. Needleman, we're going to run into Airman and Crashman. Alright, so you can see the Rush Jet here. It just lets us fly anywhere we want. They would nerf this in later games. Because it is easy to abuse. So yeah, poor Rush gets a downgrade in later games. We're going to use the Spark Shot on Airman here. Oddly enough, the fact that we could slide to get closer to him there makes him a little easier than he is in a standard Mega Man 2 form. Alright, so we're required to use Rush Jet here to get across these gaps. Oh, I'm not liking this at all. Okay. I really should not have had to do that, but it's alright. That section could have gone much better, but anyway, we're on our way to Crash Man. So, get ready to say hello to the giant Met. We're gonna see one more of those before we're done with this stage. More porcupines. Alright. Let's see here. I think Hard Knuckle is his weakness as well. Yep. There he goes. Alright. Alright. So going into Gemini Man, all we've got left is Flash Man and Bubble Man. Okay, so we got a little maze of tadpoles there, and, well, it's kind of easily navigated. Alright. I think Needle Cannon is Flashman's weakness. Let's see here. Or is he immune to it? Oh gosh. No, Needle Cannon's his weakness. Alright, good to know. There we go. Alright. A bit of a headache, but not so bad. He takes up so much space and follows you so closely that it's hard to dodge. Thankfully, Bubble Man is fairly straightforward. He pretty much fights like he did before. Alright, we're gonna use Rush Marine to get through here. Hold on, got spam in chat. Okay. Alright, we're gonna use Sparkman on Bubbleman. And down he goes! Okay. So we have one last fight with Proto Man, using his Breakman disguise. So Proto Man is Breaking Bad. Alright, that went fast. Oh no! Right after we received the last element! Wily ran off with Gamma! Wily's showing off his new saucer design. And his new Skull Castle. We're going to call on our good boy Rush again here. Get up here, get that extra life. Nice E-Tank there. This is one of the longer castles we're going to see in the course of the Mega Man series. Alright, got some disappearing, reappearing blocks here. Thankfully, nothing too scary. Alright, and we're going to swap out for the Shadow Blades and take out our first Wily boss here. The machine there is actually not our target, we're just destroying as many of these turtles as we can. And that last one moves pretty fast, huh? Alright. I'm not even going to bother with that right now. This is another level where we're required to use Rush Jet. Oh, the Murder Hornets. They hate me so much. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there. Yes, thank you. Get away from me. Got plenty of E-Tanks to collect in this level, thankfully. Let's fill up our Shadow Blade, why not? Alright, I'm gonna pull out the Hard Knuckle. And we're gonna do a rematch here with the Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. So he does not follow the same pattern that he used to here. This is a considerably more difficult Yellow Devil. And he's gained a new attack as well. This. Gotta love that we get a new boss fight theme for the Wily stages now, though. Nice to hear, isn't it? Alright, down he goes. I believe the speedrunners actually use Shadow Blade to take out the Yellow Devil fairly quickly, but that's definitely not something I'm qualified to do. Alright. So we're gonna crawl on up on this right-hand side and try to get some refills for our Hard Knuckle. There we go. And now our E-Tanks are full. I think we're doing well enough here. Let's switch to the Search Snake. There's a way to kill this boss in one hit with Top Spin, but we're not going to be bothering with that right now. Just going to use the Search Snake. Easier that way. So we're, oh, I hate these garbage guys. If they throw garbage at you, that's what they are, garbage men, right? I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna do another, refight here, the teleporter system. First up is Snake Man, so we're going to actually pull out his weakness here and use the needle cannon. Can't believe I got hit there. Oh well. Can I just say, you know, Wily gives a lot of these guys no hands, and that's not okay. Robots should have hands. Alright, that went well. Again, you know, it's always difficult to tell whether Shadow Man is going to take those hits or not. Alright, we're going to use Top Man's weakness here, which is the Hard Knuckle. And he goes down pretty easily that way. Here comes Hard Man again. So we're going to swap out for the Magnet Missile. Yeah, he didn't even get to shoot a laser at us. Okay, there goes Gemini Man. And Magnet Man, as usual, is really simple to get through. Alright, so our last challenge here is Needle Man. Let's swap out the Gemini Laser. See what he chooses to do. No, he's gonna... Alright, so that was kind of something I was expecting. I fired that the wrong direction. Well, that's got him. Alright, that's all 8 Robot Masters down. Oh... Alright, so we're getting to the end here. We got a Wily machine. And it is weak to Spark Shot. So this little crab walker thing, first you gotta take out the gun on the bottom. And then top comes off. Rather than try and wait for him to come down to us, we're gonna come up to him with Rush Jet, and that's actually gonna be a little faster. You can also use the Shadow Blades, I believe, to tag him from underneath, but it's a little dangerous, so we're just gonna cheese him with the Rush Jet. It's definitely not the intended method. Alright, so this Dr. Wily's a fake. Little spring on the dummy there. So yeah, I'm gonna just swap out for Rush here so we can get up to the platform here. We're about to witness Gamma. So here's, we see Gamma's original head there with the R there on it. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't look that threatening. And what's this? Oh, there's Dr. Wily, and he's put a new Gutsman-like head on it. It's gonna try to punch us, but we're just gonna top spin him and kill him in one hit. And that's GG for Mega Man 3. I'm gonna let everyone watch this. I'll be right back. Enjoy the ending here. It's rather nice. Oh no, Dr. Wily! Too late! So, Proto Man rescues us. End of game. Okay, I'm back. Hope everyone liked that ending. We're gonna see, they started with number 2, Mega Man 2, showing us who designed each boss monster, Robot Master, whatever you want to call him. There's our good boy Rush. Okay, so... I mean, we're moving on to Mega Man 4. Mega Man 4 was... I think it was shortly after this point that Mega Man X came out. The Super Nintendo was out by this point. So some of the enthusiasm for the original series was dying down by this point. There were Game Boy